Right now, you're probably eating something or you just finished. You took a bite, you chewed it 10 times, 20 times, without giving it a second thought. It's so ordinary that you barely notice it happening. But somewhere on this planet, at this exact moment, another creature is eating too. And it isn't chewing at all, it's swallowing the whole thing in one gulp. Skin, bones, fur, all of it, gone. We tend to write this off as some kind of primitive shortcut, but the truth is stranger than that and a lot more calculated. Scientists call it whole prey ingestion, and once you understand why it happens, you'll never quite eat the same way again. Because this story was never really about predators, it's about a trade off still running quietly inside your own body. Stick around because the last part of this story is about something you do every single day without ever noticing it, and it might surprise you. So, why don't some animals chew at all? A python unhinges its jaw and swallows something wider than its own head. A crocodile clamps down hard, but it can't slice or grind anything. A pelican tips its head back, and a fish just slides down its throat. On the surface, this looks clumsy, almost wasteful, like nature being careless. It isn't. It's a strategy, and it comes down to the harshest rule of the wild. Time is the most dangerous thing an animal can spend. Picture yourself as a lioness. You've just brought down a zebra, but you're not alone out here. Hyenas are watching from the tree line. Rival lions aren't far off. Vultures are already circling. Every second you spend chewing is a second someone else could steal your kill, or worse, catch you with your guard down. So evolution did something ruthless. It didn't build these predators for the best way to eat. It built them for the fastest way to get food somewhere nobody else could reach it, the stomach. Once it's in there, it's yours. Nobody can take it back. So what actually removed the need to chew in the first place? The answer is in the mouth itself. Look at a snake's jaw. Almost no molars, nothing like the flat grinding teeth you have. Its teeth curve backward, built only to hook prey and drag it deeper in. It physically can't chew, even if it wanted to. A crocodile tells the same story. Its jaw only opens and clamps, no side-to-side motion, no grinding at all. Evolution never gave these animals a way to chew, because chewing was never the priority, speed was. But that's only half of it. Here's the part that gets genuinely unsettling. Digesting bone, fur, and whole, unchewed flesh takes something extreme, and these predators have it. Stomach acid strong enough to dissolve metal over time. A snake's gastric fluid sits around a pH of 1, acidic enough to break down an entire skeleton, hooves and all, within a single day. Studies on Burmese pythons found that after swallowing prey whole, their organs go through something almost unbelievable. The heart swells by up to 40% within 48 hours. The intestines lengthen. Metabolism spikes more than 40-fold just to break down that one enormous meal. This isn't passive digestion. This is the body going to war with what it just swallowed. And maybe the strangest detail of all, some of these animals barely need to eat again for weeks. A python that swallows something deer-sized can go months without another hunt. For us, chewing is what happens before digestion even begins. For these predators, the entire process, breakdown and nutrient absorption alike, happens after the swallow, never before it. The mouth's only real job is to get the food in fast. Here's the part almost nobody connects back to their own life. Chewing was never just about breaking food down for you. It's tied to something deeper, something social. Look at how people actually eat. We sit down, we slow down, we talk while we chew. We share a table with people we trust. Anthropologists studying early human settlements found something telling. Once people started eating together around a shared fire, chewing time went up, and so did survival rates. A slow meal shared with others meant someone had your back while you were at your most vulnerable. That's the exact opposite of a lone predator gulping down a kill out in the open. Humans didn't evolve their way out of needing that safety. We just handed it off to each other. Now here's where it gets personal, because you carry your own version of this trade-off, just on a smaller scale. Think back to the last time you were genuinely starving and food finally showed up. You probably didn't chew it 30 times the way health class always insisted. Maybe you barely chewed it at all. That's not a coincidence. It's the same ancient survival program still running underneath everything else. Beneath your table manners, your body still follows the same rule every predator does. When food feels scarce or threatened, speed takes over. Chewing is a luxury, and it only exists because for most of human history, nothing was stalking you while you ate. And yet there's something strange about your own anatomy. You can't actually swallow food whole and safely, and there's a very specific reason why. Your throat was never built for it. You have a small flap of cartilage called the epiglottis, and its entire job is to seal off your windpipe every time you swallow. Most of the time, it works, but swallow something too large, too fast, and that system fails. That's exactly why choking is one of the leading causes of accidental death, something that almost never happens to a snake or a crocodile, because their throats evolved specifically to handle massive, unchewed loads. Yours didn't. You paid for a different advantage instead: the ability to speak, to shape complex facial expressions, to fine tune the very same muscles a python only uses to swallow. Evolution had to choose, and in you, it chose communication over raw swallowing power. Picture yourself crouched by a fire 40,000 years ago, a piece of meat in your hand. Somewhere out in the dark, something is watching. You're not chewing slowly. You tear off a chunk, swallow it half broken, eyes locked on the tree line. That instinct never fully disappeared. It's still folded somewhere inside your nervous system. It's why eating under stress so often looks like fast, barely chewed eating. Under pressure, people fall back into the exact same pattern as that hungry hunter. You're not broken in that moment, you're just remembering. The real reason predators swallow their prey whole was never really about jaws, acid, or metabolism. Those are just the mechanics. The real answer comes down to what an animal's world demands of it. A python swallows whole because in its world, a slow bite is a death sentence. A crocodile swallows because every second spent exposed in open water is a second of vulnerability. And you, sitting at your table tonight, get to chew slowly, because somewhere back in your evolutionary history, your ancestors fought their way, even if only briefly, into a world where eating finally stopped being the most dangerous part of the day.